Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to make spaghetti and meatballs, do up a salad and some garlic toast. So we're going to start with the salad because then it'll be ready. We're using a salad kit today. So easy. So we're going to do spaghetti and meatballs, salad and garlic toast. Today is Caesar salad. Don't need to wash this lettuce, guys, because it's already chopped. That's why I made lettuce and washed before it was bad. And before we add the little quick stuff, we're going to do an onion. I've never cut an onion before, and I'll show you how to do that. So you just simply look at the onion, make sure she's firm, and you want to cut off both ends first. Just a sliver of that end where the root connected to the ground when it grew. And then we're simply just going to make a light slice in here and peel off the first layer. Hi, Mimi Stay. So we're making spaghetti, meatballs, salad, and garlic toast. Make sure you smash the like, make sure you subscribe so you can come back and double tap the screen. Welcome everyone. So you just want to simply do thin slices all the way through the onion. As far as you can without cutting your fingers. And put it all kind of back together. And then chop it up. For anyone who's just joining, I'm doing a salad first. And then I'm making spaghetti and meatballs. Hi, Cleveland. How's it going? Don't forget to hit like, Cleveland. Go and subscribe to my shorts channel as well as Sandra Shorts. We'll be doing some fun stuff over there as well, but we're separating shorts from live and longs. So make sure you go subscribe to the one that just went in the chat there besides this one. Please. So next we'll go into the kit packet. It comes with some croutons, some cheese, some sauce. So you put your cheese or your croutons on the very last, on top. We put all our stuff in and we'll mix it around and then we'll add our croutons on top so they don't get soggy. So next is some cheese. Before I forget, I'm gonna add a little Parmesan on that now, besides the grate it or the natural shred it. Okay, so we'll put some Caesar sauce in now. Hi, SD Forever. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe so you can back over top. I'm doing a Caesar salad and then we'll get spaghetti and meatballs ready. So we're going to mix this together, guys. Caesar salad without the crouton jet. Everyone, type in the chat where you're from, what you're doing today. SDB, this is Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Hey, Taro. Appreciate you here always. Mix this salad together good. With the onions and cheese in it. So now I put some croutons in, guys. They only go on top. We're not going to mix this salad anymore so the croutons don't go soggy. And can add a few more croutons to that. I'm from India and you. Toast from the USA. I'm from Canada. We get some India viewers, Australia, US, Canada. That's what I've seen so far. Everyone, welcome. Okay, so we're going to cover that for now. Put that in the fridge. Guys, I actually need to bring a case of water up before I forget. So just 1 second. So if you want to type in the chat how everyone's doing today, where you're from, what you're doing today, we just keep this chat going. Make sure you smash like. We're at 5 likes in a few minutes. That's excellent, guys. 11 minutes. We've had 5 likes. So subscribe so you can come back. Make sure you go to Suzanne and Bruce Shorts. There'll be shorts and other things over there. Fun stuff. Soon. Building up. Okay, guys. So we're going to get our meatballs rolling next. Now with the meatballs, you can grab the proportion of meatballs that you need or what you see that I'm going to present. You can make your own meatballs from some ground beef, or you can get them already ground beef balled. Any meatballs will do, even a can of meatballs, however you want to do your meatballs. So here we go. So this portion size here, does it say on it? It doesn't say on it. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 12 meatballs are in here. And so you could grab a pack of meat that's about that size and just round them into balls. It's so easy. If you find that it's not grabbing, then you can add a little bit of egg to your mix. It will grab. It will harden as well if you wait a few minutes. Alright, so I'm going to get my mushrooms before I forget. Yeah, you can use fresh mushrooms or canned mushrooms. I'm a mushroom connoisseur. Doesn't matter. I'm going to use up a can of mushrooms that I have in the pantry. Just a second. If you don't like onion, you don't have to add it. If you don't like mushroom, you don't have to add it. That's fine. A taro, yeah, maybe later, I think. So it's nice to have a little sip for sure sometimes. Alright, so we'll start with this onion again. So again, guys, slightly cut off both ends. Take a tiny slit through here and peel it. Just make some thin slices through the whole onion, all the way up the cutting your finger or thumb, as far as you can go. So I'm gonna always be watching for debris, guys. I ran a lint thing on my sweater and put my hair up before we started. I'm not going to use this little end piece. Cut some more off this. Always cut away from yourself, guys, with a knife. Never cut towards yourself. Make sure you cut away. Let's don't do that. When you're cooking anything in a frying pan, you can use butter, margarine, or oil. We even use butter. So these onions are just going to melt. We're just going to get them cut up and open our mushrooms and start our meat. We want to cook our meat for a little bit before we add the onions and the mushrooms, so we don't get melt down too much. We're going to cook our meatballs with salt and pepper and a little garlic salt and garlic powder. Some Italian music to get you in the mood. Oh, honey, I have some classical right now playing. So, with the meatballs, even though they're in a package, I would still rinse them because they were handled and made into balls. And we're going to give those a rinse. So we get 12 meatballs. Like I said, you can just get some ground beef and form them. You can get them pre-done. Can of meatballs will do, that's fine. You just take a tiny portion of both the palm of your hand size, if you can make a fist with it lightly, and roll them into balls. If you have trouble, you can add egg, will help stick. Alright, guys. So there's different pans you can use to cook things. You can use cast iron or regular. We're going to use regular. And we're going to use a little bit of butter. You could use oil or margarine. Hi everyone, welcome. Doesn't matter how much butter you use. Don't use too much, but let's use a tiny little square. Get these rolling. Can open there. There we go. Hey guys, if you're coming and going, make sure you type in the chat and say hello, where are you from, what are you doing today? So, I always dreamed, did you say to my mushroom? I always cut my lid all the way off, guys. Alright, let's get these meatballs going. So just space them out. Sure you have some room so you gotta flip them in a little bit. And we're gonna add some salt. I'm gonna add some pepper. And we're gonna do some garlic salt. And some garlic powder. You're gonna let those cook for a little bit and then add our onions and mushrooms shortly. So we'll start our sauce next. You can use any sauce you want. You can make it any way you want. You can buy pre-made spaghetti sauce. You can make it from scratch with tomato soup and diced tomatoes and tomato paste. That's what we're gonna do. I don't have a farm out back, or else I could have some fresh tomatoes I could make them from. But no farm out back. Okay, so let's get our sauce open and going. So spices for our sauce, guys, we're going to use salt and pepper and some oregano. So I'll start with some diced tomatoes. Like I said, I don't have a farm. I use fresh tomatoes. Dice them up and season them. But we're going to use pre-diced. .340 p.m. here. Here in the chat. Say you're here. Say where you're from. What are you doing today? What time is it there? If you have any questions, just type it in there. It's not too busy. I will see it today. But we have 6 likes already, and we're only 25 minutes in. Good job, guys. Classy chat. So add our diced tomatoes. And now we'll turn the heat on. There we go. Now I'm going to add some tomato paste. This is a must for any Italian dish I cook. Lasagna, spaghetti, anything. Nice paste helps thicken up your sauce just to the texture you need. Green fries go all the way around like in the pan. And they're really good attached. I'm going to add that whole can of tomato paste in here. Hopefully everyone's doing good on this nice Thursday. I'm going to spoon it some more. They're so good. Neat fork just wasn't doing it. There we go. Get all your tomato paste over there as much as you can. Turn this up a little more, and then spin these meatballs around next. So you want to flip all your meatballs over evenly. Start cooking the other side now. And we'll add our onions next and continue with our sauce in a minute. So let's add some onions. And we'll add our mushrooms now. There we go. Mix together our sauce a little bit, and now we'll add our sauce base. So salt and pepper. And oregano. Love oregano with any Italian food. Salt, pepper, oregano. Put a lot of oregano in there. I really like it. Alright, another step to the sauce is our tomato soup. Hi guys, thanks for joining live. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, come back, double tap that screen. We mix together Caesar salads in the fridge chilling. We're doing meatballs right now with onions and mushrooms. And we're doing a sauce, so diced tomatoes, tomato paste, and some tomato soup. starting to smell really good, you guys. Really yummy. Just try to keep my utensil inside a can. I don't go around the edge because that's where some charred metal is. So just try to stay away from it. Now we're waiting for those meatballs to cook fully and the sauce to cook fully. I'm going to switch burners in a minute and we'll start our noodles. We'll have garlic toast left to do soon too. It's coming together soon. Get this done. We're going to switch burners. You guys, thanks for hanging in there. It's been unique all day. I turn this on for a few minutes, guys. There's some juice on this burner. Just a second. Don't worry, because I have a fire extinguisher on every level of this house. That's why I see it the most. Here we go. Just pull a pin here. This guy. Get out of the house, call the fire department if you need to. If it works, I'll cancel turn this off because we don't Now we're going to cook our pasta. What is cooking? Yeah. So we have sauce and meatballs with onions and mushrooms. We start our pasta. We have a Caesar salad chilling in the freezer or in the fridge. So bring 4 to 5 liters of water to a boil, add salt to taste. I cook with the salt, helps it boil. So someone said I need a sound check. I think the audio is working great. Video is great. So I want to get this boiling with salt before we add our spaghetti, guys. Let's get this boiling max. salt. The lid on, that helps it boil. It's interesting you asked that, STB forever. So most of my family has passed away. I don't have very much family, so I don't have any children either. Alright, we'll spin these meatballs around. Sure they get cooked all the way through and on the sides. You don't want any pink left in the meatballs. They're not fit to eat. Then we're going to poke those, get some air in them, let the heat get through. So poke or stab them. The onions are melting, the mushrooms should melt down a little bit. If these are non-canned mushrooms, they'll melt even more tighter and smaller. I'm just going with what I want to use up in the pantry with those. And how about yourself? STB, is your family members with you or around you? I do have a father I rehabilitated from 2 strokes and a fiance. I have some cousins and things like that, but I've suffered a lot of losses. A lot of family has passed away. If that's something you guys want to talk about in here, then type in the chat. Type in where you're from, what you're doing today. So it's now time for the big spoon for our sauce. We'll give that a good stir. Make sure you get it in around the edges because that's where your oregano and things go. And scrape that off and get that yummy in there. Meatballs are doing fine. It's almost boiled and ready. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Got a Caesar salad in the fridge that we built. And we then did meatballs. They're cooking now with onions and mushrooms. And our sauce. And we're going to get our pasta started soon. We'll do garlic toast shortly. Still ready to boil. It's like 5 liters of water. So it's not ready to add the pasta yet. It does have salt in there. We're going to turn our sauce down a little bit. Actually, a lot. I'm going to turn that down to minimum. I'm going to keep the meatballs on medium. So still need to cook a lot. I'm going to cover the sauce pot as well for now. If you found these weren't cooking, you can turn them up or you can cover them too. But these are doing good. We'll turn them up at the last few minutes once our pasta is almost cooked. A few more seconds for that to start boiling. This one says to boil for 10 minutes. Get it ready and start boiling this for 10 minutes. I only need to use might as well make the whole package. I'll make the whole package of pasta, guys. And one handy tool that I have for pasta is this little thing. So you can get it at Walmart, dollar store, whatever. But this is great for spinning your pasta and lifting it as well. So we're going to wait until the spaghetti gets melted down into the pot before we start timing. And spread this out all around so it will drop and melt evenly here. Guys, thanks for joining. Really appreciate you. We got a lovely spaghetti sauce here going. Some meatballs, onions, and mushrooms. Yummy. We're just waiting for this to go down in. You can push it down too. Just don't splash your face, you'll burn your face with severe burns. Alright, we're going to cover that and start timing it. So we need 10 minutes, it says on this package for this spaghetti. This is a Barilla spaghetti. Italy's #1 brand of pasta. We'll cover that and put our timer on. So we use our Cracker Barrel country store timer for 10 minutes. So we go all the way in the back to your time. That's how the spring works on these. Alright, so now we're doing our finishing touches of the meatballs. Sauce is simmering on minimum. We'll give that pasta a stir in a few minutes. And so we'll start our garlic toast shortly. To do that, I'm just going to put the oven on. Put that on 400. Wait for that to preheat to start our garlic toast. Oh, okay, I missed that. So the best Italian restaurant I ever ate at is called Vito's. It's in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. And there's one in St. John, New Brunswick as well. But hands down, best Italian that I've eaten at for sure. VITO''S in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Or St. John, New Brunswick. It's definitely the best. For sure. And if you guys want to type in the chat any restaurants that you really like, the second best would be Frigioli's. So Frigioli's, I think, is off, I think it's the I-75 maybe, or one of them. But Frigioli's is really yummy pasta. That would be second best. Thingy, how's it going? So I meant to do this the other day. Just a sec. There we go. Welcome, Thane. Everyone, if you want to type in what you're doing today, anything you want to talk about, what your favorite Italian restaurant is. Okay, we're making spaghetti and meatballs, mushrooms, onions with those, some diced tomato paste, and tomato soup sauce. And we're waiting for these spaghettis to cook. It says 10 minutes. And we'll do some garlic toast in a minute. Yay, yes, you deserve it. Thingy in so many ways. You're such a ray of sunshine in every channel, and your views do align with mine generally. We all, friends and family, we all have differences of opinion, different stuff, but yeah, I trust Fingy, so yay, Taro, Fingy's on board. Woo, congratulations, Fingy. Taro's been here every live since day one. You'll see a few common faces in here. I do have a feature mod list, but we do have enough for now, so some more will pop up besides the ones that are modded. Maybe half a dozen or something. But yeah, I have like 2 or 3 more that I'm interested in adding at some point. Because hopefully this channel's going to get really busy, I hope so. So if you guys are interested, we did get some rain today. I'm going to let the area out front dry out, so I'll tidy up my supplies for the deck staining live, and that will be on Saturday or Sunday. I'll do another live on Saturday or Sunday. A little bit of home reno information. So, okay, these meatballs are almost cooked. I can see a little pink in the sun, but I'll leave them going a little longer. No pink left in your meatballs, unless your guests like that or ask for it. Some people like that. Some chefs, that's the proper way to cook meat. A little pink, but I'm a full cook girl. Thanks, Fingy. Appreciate you. And so we've been here 48 minutes. I've 8 likes already. It's awesome. We're smashing along. Alright. So 5 more minutes on these noodles. Start the garlic toast in a minute. When Admiral was in the other day, I said the pockets in my apron are lasagna pockets, so we're going to do a spaghetti pocket thing too. There, spaghetti pocket. And I watch cooking videos, just cooking. Yeah, Jess is doing a really good job. I mean, it's been a few months since she started, and I really enjoy the streams. I enjoy the community when we are watching her cook. I think that's awesome that Jocelyn and Cassie and Casey and people have sent her cooking items. I wonder where the tips of the knives went, though. They went missing, and it's concerning. I don't know if you guys saw that live where she noticed her knife tips were missing. So, I mean, that's concerning. Where's the knife tips? But yeah, it's good funny. There's good funny things go on there. Alright, I think these meatballs can be turned down a little bit. So we'll turn them down. We've got 4 minutes left on this spaghetti. Kind of nice. Am I making you guys hungry yet? Because it smells really good, guys. It's really good. Alright, so this one's good. Awesome. So this one's up, and we'll make our garlic toast. One sec, guys. Okay. Smells good in there. Yeah, it smells so good for me. So we've got like a garlic, salt and pepper, onions and mushrooms, and then there's some oregano, salt and pepper, garlic powder, and garlic salt. So the aroma is just filling the house for sure. Okay, that's going to be ready in a minute, so I'm going to turn that off. And let's get our garlic paste started. So someone asked earlier, it was SDB Forever asked a question about how many people I'm feeding with this meal. So it's 3. So we'll do 2 pieces of garlic toast per person. I'm only going to have one with my first serving of it. So we'll just lay out our bread on a pan. I put the oven to 400. It's almost to 400. So we pre-soften the butter. Hopefully it's soft enough, or we'll have to wait. Do you want to make this extra soft? Do this just like guys. Take our pasta in order. Just so we can squish the butters together. Squish that up and let it sit for a minute and soften. So. Sorry guys, I had to use the washroom and wash up. Down in the well. Hey. Everyone go subscribe to Down in the Well and come back. Yeah, spaghetti mode. So we mixed together a Caesar salad. It's in the fridge. And we did some meatballs with onions and mushrooms. We did a lovely diced tomato paste, and tomato soup sauce. Our spaghetti's ready. And now we're going to do garlic toast. So appreciate you guys, So now we're an hour into it with 9 likes. Super happy. Thanks, guys. Appreciate all your support. So we softened our butter, and now it's in a pesto and mortar dish, and we're smashing it some to get it where we need it now. So we'll put some on the bread. Spread that out at the best you can get it, because the garlic powder is going to grab onto it. If we put this in the oven, we gotta watch it, guys. We don't want to burn our toast. We want a nice toast, though. And I need to replace my oven light bulb. It's not the same as the old ones. It's a G kind of flat weird thing, so I'm gonna have to keep opening the oven door and checking. If you see me do that, that's why. Yeah, down the well. It's been. Woo! Oh, he's good. You can call him whatever. He got called down in the wall last night because we were watching the infamous at Hollywood Stream Sniper. Everyone go subscribe to him at Hollywood Stream Sniper. There's a famous wall. Some of us are on. We're very fortunate in LA. Alright. So we're just going to take our garlic powder and spread it on. Now it's better to do it from your hand, not from the jar, because you don't want too much on. So put it on and then spread it in a second. There we go. So it's garlic powder. You can use garlic salt if you want. You can use the pre-bought garlic spread. You could also use this, guys. I don't have it right now, another stick. I'll show you the plain stick, just a second. You could also use a stick of this with the garlic type and make sure it's softened and just put that directly on. You can buy the frozen Texas toast, and you can buy many different types of pre-done garlic bread and toast. So here we are, we're going to put that in with our oven mitts on. Totally cooked, done well. Yeah, we're all super cooked in this community. So we're proud of it. Super cooked community. Here we are. There we go. Alright, let's get this train. Oh, I forgot to rub it just a second. Just give it a little rub. Mix that in there. Here we go. Bob's your uncle. There we go. Alright, let's get that in there. So I don't know how long that's going to take, guys. I have to keep checking. We'll put it on a 5-minute timer and check it. 5 minutes. Push. So I'm done with that. You really can save this butter that I didn't use. Okay, so everything's good. We're just waiting on the garlic toast, and then we can drain our spaghetti fully. And we'll test it too. Some salad, Caesar salad. So I did this yesterday. Instead of my regular dishes, I'm gonna eat off the china for shits and giggles. So I inherited a china set. It's a Royal Albert. Royal Albert Lavender Rose. So we'll serve up on that. I'm gonna need a salad plate. This one we'll use for our salad and our garlic toast. And my chat phone I need to charge. Just a sec. There we go. There's several ways to drain the spaghetti. You can use the lid and drain it. We can use a strainer. This is a big heavy pot, so we're gonna use the lid when we do it in a second. So you just take your oven mitts and tilt the lid slightly while you're draining. Or you can use a strainer. So a strainer is a colander with holes in it. And we'll check this. It's coming along nice, the garlic toast. Yeah. Traditional way to eat spaghetti is with a spoon. That's the way my father prefers. I don't need to use it. I used to. But just letting you know, a lot of times spaghetti, you should have a spoon with your fork for some people. And a knife, of course. So I'm just going to go with me. Go a knife and a dinner fork. Because Dad will want a spoon later. I don't know if Ika will or not. We'll see. So the cheesecake was a hit. Dad loved it. I loved it. Ika loved it. I ended up getting up in the middle of the night, sleepwalking, and having some more cheesecake. Like I said, it's good for after dinner or supper meal. It's good for midnight snack. It's good for breakfast. Yummy. Cheesecake was a hit. Still have half a cheesecake here. So that'll be dessert for later. Okay, we're going to turn these meatballs up the last few minutes. I'm going to turn the sauce up last few minutes. And pull those garlic toast in this up. And drain the spaghetti. So we'll pull that aside. Just waiting for my alarm to go off, guys. Glad everyone can make it. Awesome. Okay, so we got our garlic toast is ready. Now we need to drain our pasta. So, told you guys how to do that. Just tip your lid, put your crumbs on each side of the lid, and just pour it. because it smells good in here and it's steamy. I'm going to take off my hoodie. Yeah, some people have rules. You can rinse your pasta. You don't have to. It's up to you. I'm not rinsing today. I will drain that again in a minute. I'm going to take off my apron and my hoodie before I have a bite to eat, and then test this out. Smells really good. The thingy's still here. It's just so good. Now we're getting the meat aroma mixed in with all of it. And the toast aroma. Alright, take off the apron and hang it up here. I'm going to lift this up in a minute and have a bite to eat. Hopefully I didn't make you guys all too hungry. I would if you could smell it. So that's good. Alright, let's turn all this off. It's 4:27 here, guys. It's a little early for my supper, so I'm just going to have a little bit of this. Parmesan's a huge thing with me with spaghetti, so you can use whatever cheese you want though. Alright, let's put some onions and a meatball. Beautiful. Alright, let's get our garlic toast and salad. This is our beautiful Caesar salad I made, guys, earlier. Romaine lettuce, onions, Caesar sauce, croutons, Parmesan, shredded, fresh, and grated. Use our spaghetti for that one. Salad. Pour a Diet Coke, guys. A little bit parched. It's dry this time of year in the autumn coming up. Okay, now the sauce. Here's my sauce spoon right here. Top that with some Parmesan. I'm going to move you guys over here while I taste test this, guys. Alright, spaghetti meatballs, salad and toast. Guys, make sure you tape in the chat if you're here. Make sure you say where you're from. Type in the chat if you're here, say where you're from, what you're doing today, what you might be eating for your meal today, anything you want to talk about. I'm going to taste test this perfection here. It smells so good. Really good. Turn this music down so loud as possible. Let's try this meatball next. Guys, if you're just joining, we mixed together a Caesar salad, we made some garlic toast, we did a spaghetti and meatballs, yummy. Perfect. I'm going to do show notes now. So, Mimi, stay alive. Hi. Ziegler, hi. Arturo, hi. Thingy, hi. Downwell, hi. Good turnout, we're at 11 likes. delicious churro. And later on and tomorrow, after all the savor soaks in, it's even better. But diced tomatoes is the way to go, guys. If you want flavor-packed tomato taste in your spaghetti, definitely the way to go. Onions are doing perfect. Everything is fresh, spiced well. So hopefully you guys all learned something today. Some of you might have known how to do this, some might not. I hope you learned a few things. That's what I'm here for, teach you guys things and answer questions if anyone has any questions. Turn these meatballs back on. I gotta check them. So. Smells like an Italian pasta farm here, guys. Some of my favorite meals are Italian, mostly. I do like roast beef a lot too, though. My favorite meal all time is lasagna. So you guys saw that you made a few days or a week ago. I love pizza too. What are your guys' favorite takes a dish or meal? If you want to type in the chat or where you're from or what you're doing today. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate you. Italian sausage spaghetti, sausage meatballs, perfect. That's your favorite churro. That's pretty cool. I've never made it with the Italian sausage. Can do that sometime though. Sounds really yummy. Meatball bite. It's really good. Yeah, we had some rain here today. I'll have to finish getting my supplies for the front deck touch-up staining and let the deck dry out for a day or two before I do that live. Next live will be Saturday or Sunday. No vino right now. Just some Diet Coke. I'll have some later. No, a nice pairing with us would be a red wine, for sure. Red wines tend to be a good dinner pair. So something like the Giaconde or no vino. I am gonna have cheesecake for dessert for sure. But I don't think I'll have any rosé today. Maybe later. Put that much to finish off in the bottle of the rosé. Really yummy, guys. So we're coming on to the hour and a half mark. I'll stay in a couple more minutes. I'm gonna end this live soon, though. I really appreciate you guys all being here. I'll put a post up in community before I go live on the next stain touch up, the front deck. You guys will know when I'm coming on, what day anyway. I don't know exactly what time. May have to be early in the morning here because it warms up, or yeah, we'll see how that goes with timing. We do need to do staining while it's cool and not damp, so not too hot, not wet. Other lives coming up, I'll check fluids, air pressure, tire pressure, and super impreza. A few different things. We'll do lesson 3 of the intensive bartending training on a date in October. I'll let you guys know. I'm going to start an email mailing list. Probably by the next live after, we'll get the email mailing list going. Anyone who wants to join that, I'm sending you updates on when things are going on. If I get merch eventually, I can do that through there. Or any ideas and prosperity I have planned or come across. I'll update you guys with email. So we're going to come to the conclusion of this live. To reiterate, we made a Caesar salad, meatballs, sauce, spaghetti, garlic toast. Appreciate you guys all joining. Especially you, Turo. Appreciate you being here every live. Will. You're awesome. We're just getting ready to wrap up. If you're coming in, make sure you say hi in the chat before we go. Share what your favorite all-time meal is, if you want to type that. Or where you're from, or any questions or answers in a minute or so. Bye, Tara. Appreciate you. We will wrap up. It's live. Alright. Cheers, y'all. Appreciate you guys soon. See y'all on YouTube channels later. Bye.